Frank, this is the way you draw it up. This is how the game's supposed to be played.
Yeah, so far, everything going according to plan.
Looking to make a move. This putt for birdie. Starting to move in the right direction. 5 under after that made putt. So just a formality here. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Frank, this is a demanding driving hole, the par 4 fifth.
Another hole that bends gently to the left. There used to be 2 bunkers down the right side. It's now 1, and it's in the perfect position to make you think about your tee shot. Really, you have to be left of that. The new tee's added a little bit of yardage to it. The green still looks the same as what it once was. Tilts slightly from left to right. But you can see why a draw is the preferred shot at TPC Scottsdale.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there. He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there.
Grab the fire extinguisher. Put out that ball is on fire. It's melting going through the air.
He moved that one out there, but he is not going to light the line.
That moved down in the rough.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. Outstanding shot that was.
Got the right result too. It's just a tapping.
Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Just a little tap in here. Continuing to play well. -7 now after that putt. Ready to tee off now at the 6th. This is a dogleg left.
And another hole that's been stiffened by bunkers on both the left and the right side. Really giving you the decision on what club to hit. Should you be bold or should you be smart? What a great shot.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there. About 315 yards.
This is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You're going to need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. In the cup. What a shot. Can't get much better than that. Frank, no reason here to think we're going to see anything other than another good shot.
Yeah, in a great flow, and golf like this looks easy.
That is a shot that would be replayed over and over. Now to the second par 3 on the front 9. This is the 7th hole.
Quite a stiff par 3 because of the narrowness in the front. Really favoring a higher shot that's going to land softly, and therefore you can open up that green, because the further back you go, the wider it gets.
Frank, I think what sets golf apart from other sports is that the fan can get so close to the great athlete as the round is being played.
Yeah, well, that's why the sport itself, and we consider it more intimate for that reason. You know, most golf spectators play the game, whereas other sports, you don't see NFL players sitting in the grandstand. You see spectators, but most golf fans are golfers.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Frank, this is just a pleasure to watch. A player hitting on all cylinders at the top of his game.
Notice it's just flowing too. There's not a lot of deep analysis going through his mind. Just one step in front of the other. If your swing's there, you don't have to find it. If your putting stroke's there, you don't have to find it. Just let it happen.
This won't hurt him, Frank.
Just a little left of the flag. That's fine.
This is a pretty long putt here. You'd be happy to get this to within 2 or 3 feet. You really want to take the stress out of that next putt. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Well, there's impressive, and then there's mind-boggling. We're at mind-boggling now. 10 under par. Nudge this one home, finish it up. Did the job right there. Now here at the par 4 8th, slight dogleg to the left, Frank.
And this dogleg's made more severe now by the addition of 2 bunkers. This was a bunkerless hole off the tee in years gone by, but those 2 bunkers certainly make this a sharper dogleg. And because it forces the player to go down the right side, adds length to the already long 475 yards.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
This could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
Oh, come on, that's not even human. That's ridiculous. That is 350 plus yards. Chance to get it close here.
safely on deck.
I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Second shot. Good look at the green.
I thought he could get this far.
It just was amazing. Just a mind blower right there. Absolutely incredible. He made the shot. Well, the great hits just keep coming. Moves to -11 on the day. Here at the par 4 ninth hole, Frank, what's the strategy off the tee?
Well, there's one bunker down the right side that you have to be very wary of. 325 yards to carry that, so it's very much in play, and just over 290 to reach it. Ideally, you have to go left about that down the left side. But really, this is a second shot hole because this green is not very deep.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Good contact, good result. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. Unbelievable. From that distance.
Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. What a shot. Perfectly placed right next to the hole. So they'll tap in. Well, in the words of the late, great baseball commentator for the Yankees, Phil Rizzuto, it's time for holy cow, Whitey. That's 11 under par. Not on the fairway here. This could be a tough shot coming up next. This one looks like it might have a postage stamp on it. Airmail City.
Yeah, lick it. Send it.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Yeah, you wonder what he was thinking on that.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Professional with a capital P right there.
That's stealing.
This requires a lot of speed to the ball.
Great picture.
And to the par 11th hole. Frank, what's the best play here?
No bunkers really here to worry about, Rich, so you have to pick something in the distance as a good line. Something a little bit away from the water that protects the left side of this fairway. And it's adjacent to the 15th hole, the other par 5 coming home. So a good drive, perhaps with a little bit of cut off the tee. And that should shape up nicely for this long par 4.
Beautiful looking shot right here.
That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green. What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
The incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Par 3 12th may not be as famous as the par 3 16th, but Frank, you think this may be a tougher and even better hole?
We see more bogeys and double bogeys here on 12 than 16 will ever see, and courtesy of the water behind and to the right of this green. If you're going to bail out, find one of those bunkers. Well, a good bunker player obviously can get it up and down, but it's still no snack trying to record your par 3 at 12. There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Yeah, about 145 yards left here. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Clean this up with a tap. Count that. That's a birdie. To the par 5 13th here at TPC Scottsdale. Lots of danger left and right of this tight fairway, Frank.
This hole has really changed over the years. There used to be a split fairway. That no longer exists. That bunker you can see down the left side, which you can't carry, really defines the left side of this hole. Water still in play down the right, and big change here is the bunkering along the left, front, and left side of this green. So you can't just blaze away and comfortably expect to hit 13 and 2 anymore.
Frank just continuing to make the game look easy.
This just shortens the whole golf course up when you can hit it that far. Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Frank, you've been around this game for a pretty long time. Are players, in fact, more athletic today than they were, say, 20, 25 years ago?
There's no question, Rich, they are. That we've borrowed from other sports. If you can't make the player better, you can make them more athletic. And in the end, you're still making the golfer better.
Good looking shot right here. Couldn't have done much better than that. An eagle is very possible.
This could be a huge momentum swing here, Frank.
Yeah, one more good swing, and he's going to have an eagle putt coming up. I know you don't want to get ahead of yourself, but it is well on the cards. On that one. It just seemed to baby it.
That's how the best in the world play it, Frank.
Well, I feel a little lucky that it went in, but it was always going to be close.
It's a tester from 4 feet.
Continuing to play well, a birdie.
Par 4 14th, and Frank, this hole packs a little punch, doesn't it?
Yeah, the addition of just a little bit more yardage, plus the bunker on the left has been pushed out into the fairway. It actually makes the whole play a little bit longer than its 490 yards. Second shot is a little bit uphill. No longer is there a bunker on the right side. That side of the green is actually open. But you don't really want to be trying. He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there.
Gave that the full treatment. Get up. That one is just a little offline, and that will not end up in the fairway. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
That is massive off the tee.
Meters, yards, I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be what? 300 meters, 325 yards, something like that.
Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second.
It's in the hole. Just a sensational shot right there.
Frank, anything you do differently from the rough in terms of your swing? Do you hinge the club a little bit more quickly?
No, normally put the ball just a little bit further back in your stance because you want the club to be going down. Down, it's got to go down through the grass, through the ball.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. It is in the hole for a birdie. Now at the par 5 15th, and Frank, there is plenty to catch your eye. There's also quite a bit to catch your ear. You can hear the roars at the par 3 16th. So how do you focus on the task at hand?
Great question, Rich. You know, you realize you're about to enter the stadium part of the golf course, but this is the last par 5 that you're going to play. We've seen eagles here over the years. We've seen many a player hit it in the water off the tee or water short of the green. Certainly one of the tougher tee shots coming in. No bunkers here to worry about, just that huge lake to the left. Find the fairway. You might just find the green.
Nice long tee shot there and a good lie, Frank.
Rich, that is annihilation of a golf ball.
Absolutely love it. I mean, he just tore that thing to pieces. Oh, come on, that's not even human. That's ridiculous. That is 350 plus yards.
Well, with a good shot here, Rich, this eagle on the cards, hole very reachable from where he is.
Don't get many opportunities like this. This is a good place to take advantage. Just a sensational shot, and he will have that for an eagle.
Amazing. Just like that, pick up 2 on the field.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Now the third shot at the par 5. Oh, dude, that's an eagle. So they'll tap in. That's the idea. Just knock it in. Frank, the one moment that sort of made the 16th hole what it is today would have to be Tiger's ace in 1997 here at the TPC Scottsdale when it was raining plastic cups.
It was also his reaction, too, and that ushered in the Tiger Woods era that we became associated with, which is the fist pumping, the rowdy spectators. I mean, he was one of the few players that bridged the gap between spectator and golf course. And it still goes on till today. And I think Rory McIlroy probably is the only other player that starts to broach that type of inside and outside atmosphere with golf.
Still to this day, it's the loudest single moment that I can ever remember hearing on a golf course. Frank, I am absolutely still in shock, although I can't hear a thing because this place
has gone ringing.
It's gone nuts. I mean,
hole in one at 16.
Right, not since Tiger made the ace have I seen anything this nuts,
what
this
do you
insane.
do now, though? What do you do now at 17?
I don't know. You soak it all up. I mean, this is one he'll never, ever forget. Should be pretty good right there on the safe side. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now. Second shot.
Frank, when you get to the 17th hole, we always recall maybe the single most bizarre shot in the history of golf.
Yeah, everybody talks about maybe a hole in one at 16, but really 17. And the player was Andrew McGee. It was a good tee shot, don't get me wrong. But Rich, it needed an assist.
Well, the assist came from Tom Byram, whose brother Kurt is a commentator for the Golf Channel. Tom Byram was just minding his own business, standing on the green, sort of leaning on his putter, and you know what happened.
Yeah, the ball hit Tom Byram's putter and then careened into the hole. So, 17. Made famous, a little bit of history with a couple of names to drag up from the past. Great Bobby Jones used to say the hardest shot in golf's the next one. Judging by that light, it's not going to be too hard.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Frank, over the course of the last 15 years or so, there have been a number of initiatives within the game of golf just to try to grow the sport.
Yeah, we've seen the PGA Junior League, which is a series of competitions, obviously for juniors to play. But the first tee really is worldwide now, just to try and introduce players from all over the world into the game of golf. They're introduced with club professionals. They learn skills that are essential really to play the game of golf. But in 2014 was a real step, what I think, in the right direction to showcase the junior talent around the world with the drive, chip and putt, where you actually get a chance to play the drive, chip and putt final at Augusta National, the home of the Masters.
Imagine young kids, boys and girls, 8 years old, 11 years old, being able to go home and tell their friends, tell their families, hey, I have something in common with Jack Nicklaus, with Arnold Palmer, with Phil Mickelson, with Tiger Woods. I won at Augusta National Golf Club. Well, he's done it. That's an eagle right there. Tremendous effort.
Rich, 18 was always considered a long finishing hole.
Not for J.B. Holmes.
Yeah, the water was always in play. And then the day he took it over the left side and carried everything and went on to win, that completely changed the way this golf course played ever since that day.
And it resulted in some of the changes we're seeing now.
Yeah, evidence, the new bunkering down the left side. But it showed us all how much and how strong these guys are, how much they've improved over the years. There's something about a well-hit shot.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker. From a perfect position, ready to play his next shot. Not terrible, but not his best.
Outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Par for McIlroy, but you're just waiting for that moment when he hits that accelerator and pulls away. Just a little tap in here. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Really good round out there today. What's the mindset, Frank, to keep it going?
First thing, really, Rich, just try and keep the same composure for tomorrow's round. Get some rest. We know that. Shouldn't really have to hit the range. Swings in good position. Just keep it easy and visualize how tomorrow's going to pan out.
This is EA Sports. PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Welcome to Treasure Island, a masterful blend of challenge and playability. Always need to keep on the lookout for secret paths and twisted turns throughout the course. You never know, maybe even some hidden treasure. This is unlike anything we've seen, Frank, in all our travels around the world. I'm Rich Lerner, and my partner for EA Sports is Frank Novello. Frankie, they've hopped off the boat. It is time to get busy. The pirate adventure begins.
A little bit of treasure on this opening hole, Rich. You can find the silver coins down the right side. That's the more generous fairway. If you want to go for gold, though, flash it across the cliff down the left of that little big mountain. And, well, you never know. You'll just get a reward with a rather easy second shot.
And that downhill approach shot to the green surrounded by water is all you want. What was he thinking there?
I have no earthly idea.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. This, the second shot here at the par 4. Frank, I know you love boxing as I do. McIlroy has that big punch knockout ability. It has you on the edge of your seat because, you know, at any moment he might end the fight.
Yeah, there's always a spark there, or a little simmer, and you think it's just going to burst into flames at one stage and just ignite Rory over any stretch of holes.
Now the game's #1 player, Rory McIlroy, ready with his approach. This won't hurt him. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Has a shot of about 145 yards. Good looking shot right here. Trying to grind out a par here. Needs it. Routine stuff for Rory. That's a par. And getting ready for the putt. One under early in the round. Frank, you've seen golf holes around the world. What do you think of the par 3 second here at Treasure Island?
Fun hole, really, Rich. Small green just up there on that ledge, and really, you have to pick the right weapon off this tee.
Frank, golf may be the best sport to follow from this standpoint. You can get closer to the great athlete in golf than you can in any other sport. You could stand 5 feet from Tiger Woods at a tee box as he's getting ready to drive. I mean, that's really unusual in sports.
Yeah, it's a different type of spectator sport, especially if you follow your favorite player all the way around the golf course. Because it's not like waiting for your favorite hitter in a baseball game. You know, you've got to wait several innings. You can literally see him hit every single shot, drive through to putt.
It's in! He made an ace, Frank. Can you believe it? Wow. Frank, any of the holes at Treasure Island remind you of anything on the PGA Tour?
There's a feeling, actually, on some of these holes, and the feeling's very reminiscent to standing on the 17th hole at TPC Sawgrass, the Island Green.
I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. In the hole, and that'll bring the score to 1 under. Well, Frank, on this hole, the play obviously is to the left, but not too far left.
Too far left, and you find the water. You'll find a water grave down there, but you're right. Skinny fairway down that left side. This old Captain Hook does bend to the right. And good tee shot, you just might be able to reach this par 5 and 2.
Funny that a hole called Captain Hook would bend to the right. Look at the coil there. I mean, that is one of the hardest drives I have ever seen. Just let it rip.
Oh, huge.
Woo-hoo.
Huge with a capital H.
Busted that. It's nice to roll in a 25-footer now and then. Those feel good. But still, there's nothing like hitting that perfect tee ball. Long, straight.
Yeah, you can puff out your chest, last to play, the advantage, holes shorter. Basically, the list goes on.
Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. And from the fairway for his second shot here. Well, no other way to say it, Frank. That's just an awful shot.
Bad.
a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
The incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Playing his third here at the par 5.
Frank, when you look at great rivalries in sports, you realize that athletes need each other. Joe Frazier needed Muhammad Ali to achieve greatness, to achieve legendary status. And in golf, Tom Watson needed Jack Nicklaus to push him to another level.
And also to define an era. Without one, we couldn't think of the 80s or the 90s or the 2000s or the 2010s. You need those players to define that era. So you need competition. Competition is not without rivalry.
Good swing, good shot yet again. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
That hurts. Just a couple of feet. Nice par to remain 3 under. Nudge this one home, finish it up. Makes the putt and moving in the right direction. 2 under par. Here at the 4th, Frank, what's the best way to take on this hole?
It has to be a good tee shot, Rich. It's a dogleg left, but you don't really worry about that fact. Worry about the fact that the fairway is anything other than straight. So somehow just find a little sliver of fairway. Then you're going to find that second shot that much more inviting.
Frank, there's a real art to putting a good 72-hole score in the book, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. You know, you can have a flash of brilliance, make 5 or 6 birdies. It can be offset by doubles and quadruple bogeys. And in the end, it's the end. What did you do? The plus and the minuses. And that's why all our biggest championships have, and of recent, been stroke play.
This could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
Well, knew it right away. Picked up the tee, didn't even look at it. We can see it. It's perfect. Right down the middle of the fairway.
Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You'll need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
This is a good-looking shot. Terrific golf shot. And now, that for an easy birdie. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster instead. Actually, a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
This is how the game is supposed to be played. This has been just outstanding. Beautiful to watch. No problems early. Looks good.
It does look good. This bodes well. We might be in for a very, very low round today.
Did the job right there. Well, this hole, Frank, is quite a design. Not a long hole, but there's trouble.
There certainly is, but I would say this is a birdie hole for most. Short par 4. Good tee shot's just going to leave you a little pitch in there. A lot of little features along the way, but really just keep it between the skull on the right and the mountain on the left.
See, but that could be distracting, the skull rock formation on the right.
Well, just don't skull your tee shot. Oh, if this is up, it's good. Oh, that's fine.
Frank, right where you want to be.
Wouldn't be better if it was on a tee. That's an absolute beauty.
Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Well, that's how you play the game. Right there. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
How do you like that? He's holding. Just a phenomenal play right there. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Good putt and a good move. Now to 4 under. Frank, I just love the features of Treasure Island. Most golf courses, you're hitting around trees and bunkers, but here you have that sort of strange formation right in the middle.
Yeah, it's like a big needle-nosed rock there, but the view that you get on the tee because of the severe elevation makes this hole that much shorter. And the goal, needless to say, keep it left to that. And, well, that second shot should be rather welcoming.
This is just a superb performance. Great round to this point, Frank, and you can really see that reflected in his mood today.
Yeah, it just looks too easy. Swinging the club beautifully. Ball's going exactly where he wants it to. He's not trying to take too many risks. So consequently, he's getting birdie opportunity after birdie opportunity.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
mean, that is a monster hit right there. He carried that more than 350 yards. Getting set for another approach, our featured golfer really looks dialed in at this point.
Yeah, right now this is a great feeling to have as a golfer. Your swing's good, the timing, it's almost like it's just completely natural. You don't have to think. The swing is exactly where you want it to be. So really you're just looking at the flag in front of you.
Sensational shot right there, Frank.
Oh, you start beating your chest after a shot like that. That's the best we've seen into this hole to date.
Second shot. Good look at the green. Wow, what a shot.
What are the chances of making it from there?
Clean this up with a tap. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Here's the second par 5 on the front 9. It's the 7th. Frank, what's the strategy here? What a hole.
I think when you stand on this tee, you really have to accept the fact that it's going to take you 3 shots to get here, no matter how good you are. Not really worth the go, because you'd have to hit some sort of monumental second shot that got up very, very quickly. And chances are you won't get a flat lie on this fairway. It is anything other than straight and anything other than level.
Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. Well, this one is offline just a bit. Look out. You know, that one is going to end up in the rough. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way.
Good recovery shot. Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right there. Frank, in golf, as we know, there's short grass and there's long grass. We all want to be in that short grass, but it doesn't always work out that way. So what's the most important element from the shot from the rough.
You have to be a little bit more conservative first and foremost, because you can't guarantee a perfect strike out of the long grass. So therefore you have to look around the greens, maybe short, to the right, to the left, and realize what's involved. And also just give yourself a slightly bigger target.
Missed that one, and it is going towards the rough. That one ends up in the rough.
That went sideways.
Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. That is a tremendous shot right there. Touch and nerve. He had it all, and he has the bottom of the barrel. Wow, what a shot. Doesn't even need the putter. Now we are at the long par 3 eighth, and this is just a spectacular looking hole. And it's kind of fun, too, because in this case, X does mark the spot.
It does, and that's where you got to try and go. Nifty little par 3. No gold, no silver, just birdies to be had here.
my goodness, Frank. I think that baby went in. Frank, this one looks like it might have a postage stamp on it. Airmail City.
Yeah, lick it. Send it.
That one is just a little offline, and that will not end up in the fairway. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank, can you recall a situation where before an important round, an instructor gave you one small tweak, maybe flare your left toe out, or just shift a little bit of the weight onto the back foot, where the instructor gave you that one small bit of advice and it made a huge difference?
Yeah, the list is too long, Rich, and it's normally just someone that you've trusted over the years, and we all make just little bad habits. Sometimes you're stooped over a little bit more than normal. You're not standing tall enough. The ball is too far back in your stance or too far forward. You're making a funny little move, or your grip is different. It's always the little things that add up to the big problem.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is. Oh, I liked that.
Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Frank, how about that?
Well, can you believe that, too? I mean, could have hit the flag and bounced away. Instead, straight in. Amazing shot, and really deserves it.
Chance to get it close here. Frank, why are great rivalries so important? Why do we love them?
I think because people like to sit on one side of the fence. You're either for or against a great player. And I think we see that today with Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy. There's the McIlroy fans that think his future is so bright. There's the Woods fans that still want him to pass Jack Nicklaus's record. That's the beauty. You've got to have an opinion, and you have to have a player.
Oh, without a doubt. That will be on the highlight reel later tonight. Excellent shot. Excellent front side. Trying to keep it going here on the second nine.
He's just playing beautifully, hitting so many good shots, giving himself so many opportunities. Can he keep it going?
Every once in a while, you're reminded this is a pretty hard game.
That was evidence.
F-O-R-E. Translated, look out. Ooh, what a shot right there. Beautifully done. Well, this is a humbling game, isn't it, Frank?
Well, shots like that, not to be proud of.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Moving on to the 11th, it's a par 5 right in the middle of Buccaneer Bay. And Frank, this is an ingenious design.
You've got to keep both hands on the wheel here, Rich, because there's so many choices involved. Really 5 fairways to hit at. And then there's a landing area in the distance if you can't reach this par 5 and 2. Obviously, the further right you go, the shorter the hole gets. But look how much smaller the fairway gets.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. What was he thinking there?
I have no earthly idea.
Frank, out of the rough, best to swing a little bit easier or get after it with all you have?
Well, a little bit in between. Obviously, it's going to require a little bit of strength to make sure that club keeps going through, but it's still the planning of the shot. Once again, check short. Is there anything I have to carry? And even remember, there's always the option of just simply pitching the ball down the fairway and taking your medicine. Are you for real? It was terrible. That was terrible.
Knocking down all the shots today, now at 13 under. $15 under for the day. Getting set now to tee off the 12th here at Treasure Island to par 4, and again, need to make the trip across a couple more islands. Frank, can one small tweak from an instructor lead to a big turnaround?
With the right play, yeah. You just want to hear the right message. It's like anyone in life. You just want to be pointed in the right direction. I'm loving that balance.
Well, now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours. This is definitely not going down the fairway.
That doesn't look good. I think it's going to be in the deep rough. Pretty good result right there, considering
it looked rough all the way.
Exactly.
Rich, really did.
Little uphill to this green, Frank.
That's as bad a shot as I've seen for a long while.
Look out, you might need a GPS to find that one. And it is in.
Amazing. Amazing.
And that one drops for a birdie. Frank, this is an amazing hole. The par 5 13. First chance eventually to get to Volcano Island, but also a chance to make a huge number here. So much trouble.
Well, you can see why, too. There's trouble all over the place here, Rich. Fairway really is down the right side. And then it depends on how far you hit that tee shot. For multiple of choices with the second, do you go all the way down there? Do you even try and reach the par 5 and 2? Or do you skip across to the other side on the left? And then faced with a lengthy third shot. All those decisions abound on this par 5, just under 600 yards.
No other way to say it, Frank. That's just an awful shot.
Bad.
Frank, these days golfers are training like high-level athletes from other sports. Rory McIlroy, for example, has been using a guy by the name of Steve McGregor, who happened to be the trainer for the New York Knicks of the NBA.
And part of his training now is high altitude. The majority of the medal holders, for example, in the Olympics, or medal winners in the Olympics, actually use high altitude training. You know, you can develop more red blood cells in a shorter period of time. But, you know, golf, we've had so many different types of training from the athlete side. But you go back to the old days of Henry Cotton beating an old tire. Vijay Singh picked up on that. or even the rhythm of Sam Snead. He used to count in the rhythm. It was 1, 2, 3. It was 1 at the top of the swing, 2 at impact, and 3 at the follow-through. All those things are still very valid today.
Not very good at all right there.
No, I think it's time to sell the clubs, buy a tennis racket. If you hit enough shots, every now and again, one's going to go in.
Crazy, crazy game. And he's made it for eagle. Frank, here we go at the 14th, right at the base of Devil's Cauldron.
Yeah, things are starting to heat up here at this par 4 that bends to the right. Sliver of fairway, that's to be gone at. And then the green just tucked around the side. So blind with the tee shot, but a good tee shot shouldn't leave too much of a problem with that second shot. And really a good chance for birdie.
That is a good tee shot, too. Molten lava. That one was hot right off the club face.
Rich, there's rough and rough. That ball is needle-nosed down.
Can't even see it from here. This one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
That was just a beautiful drive. They hit it solid and right in the middle. This one measures 130 yards. Frank, hard to control out of the rough.
Looks a little left.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Always a little trickier. Club selection is key, playing downhill in this shot. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Never quite had enough oomph on that.
Yeah, sort of a wishy-washy stroke.
So a tester from 4 feet. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. In for par. Frank, this is where you begin to see almost this ingenious, evil nature of this design by the Pirates here at Treasure Island. It gets punishing to the finish.
It certainly does, Rich. This is also where we start our ascent to the summit of Devil's Cauldron with just a little tempting par 3. Just goes across. It has to be flighted well across the ravine, but it's got to be up. It better be high. And it better be long enough.
The grind is about to begin here at the par 3 15th. Each hole from here on out climbing up to the top of the volcano.
This is all over it.
Aw, dude, that! He just made an ace! Well, this one should be safely on deck here. I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
Oh, he's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. No problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
Frank, the climb continues here at the 16th. Tricky, especially off that tee. You can see there's trouble there on the left.
Devil's elbow. That's why it's called that, Rich. Aim a little far left, or don't find the landing strip, and you will pay a severe price on this dogleg right par 4. Plus, the green is just sort of cut right into the side of the volcano. There are a number of really good and important grow the game initiatives out there. One of those is the First Tee program, and that allows youngsters who otherwise might not have an opportunity, the chance to put a golf club in their hands, allows them the chance to pick up this game and learn some of the core values that come along with it. It's about much more than making a score. It's about integrity. It is about responsibility, values like that. And this game is so good in instilling those kind of characteristics in young people. Frank, you're in the business of analyzing. Well, this is always one of the toughest moments in any round. You've made a mistake, you hit it OB, you're disappointed, but you have to regroup, you have to focus, and try to get this next one in play. So playing the third shot right now after having gone OB. Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Has this from 170 yards away.
Good swing, good shot yet again. What a shot. Perfectly placed right next to the hole. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Oh my goodness, he just made that. I cannot believe it.
I was thinking might get it close. And just a great shot.
So not his best work. He'll walk away with a bogey. Frank, this is kind of like walking the plank here at the 17th hole. Zero margin for error.
Yeah, the hole bends to the left a little bit like a boomerang. But just to find the fairway takes something with nerve, precision, and a lot of guts. From there, it shouldn't be a difficult second shot. But like I said, find the fairway. You need nerve. Ah, nice.
Looks good. And he steps up to take this shot from the fairway.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Locked in on the read and the speed. just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Just a little tap in here. And he has it for birdie. Standing on top of the world here at the 18th, Frank, at Treasure Island. Tee box situated right at the lip of, just a volcano, that's all. How do you survive this hole, Frank?
Well, you've certainly lost all thoughts and memories of Buccaneers Bay, because this is it. This is the finale. And high in the sky, carry the lava, the hot, boiling, molten lava, that is. Find the green safely, putt out, and that's it. You're finished. Treasure Island. Rich, it's gone.
In the hole. You do not see that every day. That, folks, is a hole-in-one. Wow. What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. In for birdie. Well, what a day of golf we saw out there today, Frank. Break it down for us.
Well, Rich, I just thought the demands of the golf course, it extracts something different out of the play. This isn't a golf course that you find every day. You obviously wouldn't find it in Arizona or Scotland. This is hidden, and it's hidden for a reason. Only the special, only the invited get to play at Treasure Island.
You think about pirates, you usually think about pillaging and plundering. They can play some golf, these